Encode your DNA. Define your choose your first. Pick your main. Choose your D. Pick a class. Commando. Dead. Mercenary. Mercenary chosen. That'll work. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road. But for you, it's not only a crossroad.
Let me introduce myself.
Seems more like you're being lightheaded if you want.
But...
In your nature.
natural.
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. Oil sludges everywhere. For most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Put an end to it. Right in the face. That's the good stuff. Doom. Now that's a flesh wound. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Slashing damage. Uppity up up. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. The sound of spark metal. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box, just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go. So much damage. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. You should be able to use that. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just... The leg... The child... Had it not... Asks if you were... You're such... He understands... The potato people. You might be right. The nono... You found one. You should be proud. The Nono's key energy. Only time will tell. You'll need a net to... You Nothing. He lost you. The genetic evolution that occurred. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of date. The road ahead. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. His friends have prepared something Regardless, you'll meet again once you've... You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about... He worries there was...
That's a spark of light!
What's there to laugh?
Not as much as it hurt.
Always making this personal.
And
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Out-of-Date says you will make a... Regardless of who you choose, the Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out-of-Date says someone... Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?